Good morning, everyone. This is Sharon Heller from Network in Action, and I'm here today with Clinton Camp from Code 7 Roof and Solar. Good morning, Clinton.
Morning, Sharon.
Thanks for joining me today.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good. Well, I know you've been in a lot of changes with your company growing and developing, and I wonder if you can just share a little bit about what you're up to and about Code 7.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. I'd start with starting a roofing company in January of 2021 with no hail would be, a lot of people would call me crazy, but I've been in the roofing industry for 10 years, since 2010. Worked for a handful of companies and started my own company, Town Restoration, back in 2014. It's time to close the chapter on that book and open a new one. Code 7 was born out of labor of love, a lot of business struggles, I'll say, debt and different things that didn't go quite right in 2017 and 2018. So I've been kind of cleaning up that mess. But Code 7 Roof and Solar, a little background on that. We've been serving the solar industry, doing roofs for that industry for the last 2 or 3 years, and that's it's kind of where the attention's at right now. And we are a green company, want to be a green company, so everything we're doing is kind of in that focus. Malarkey Roofing is our preferred shingle provider. We also do GAF and Owens Corning, but our kind of go-to product is the Malarkey Legacy Class 4 shingle, which has smog eating technology. So every roof we put on is like adding 2 more trees in the yard. Not to mention the SBS technology that most of the other products can't compete with when it comes to resistance to hail. And then Code 7, people would ask, what does that mean? Kind of came to me at actually a date with my daughter at sushi, and kind of just connected some dots. And Code 7 in police code is meal break. So the ethos of the company is to give back 7% of our net profits to feed the hungry, and participate in the community that way. 7 also represents a lot of numbers in my life, with birthdays and mom's birthday, my brother's birthday, my son's birthday, etc. And then also with your architect plans or your building plans. Division 7 is the section where the roofing specifications are. So it kind of ties in with that as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about how we got here and where we're going, and excited to launch this new company.
Love it, Clint. Love hearing about this smog eating technology. That just kind of blows my mind. And love that your company is giving back to the community. And some of the things you just shared probably answer this next question, but I think I want to ask it a little bit more specifically. The roofing industry is one of those industries that has a little bit of a bad reputation. And, I've had my own kind of troubling experiences with roofing, working with roofers, roofing companies. So talk a little bit about how Code 7 is different, and somebody could expect a different experience than maybe they've had in the past.
First off is technology. We leverage the latest and greatest technology. AccuLynx is kind of our brains. It's built by roofers for roofers. So it flows very well through our processes. It allows for things to not necessarily fall through the cracks like maybe some other organizations might be set up. Communication. I'm a huge, I drive communication with my team, almost daily, because that's where our biggest failures is in the construction industry as a whole. I'll just paint a broad stroke. Communication is where I hear the frustration point. That's the choke point in almost any organization, and sort of where the ball gets dropped is not communicating with the customer on when materials might be delivered, when the project's going to finish, exceptionally when there's multiple things going on. And then the installation, I think, the cleanup. I'm pretty hard on the guys when it comes to cleanup and the details. That's one of our things. We're going to start doing some video content and showing, kind of what the some of the industry might do. Not bad, just not the best, not the right way, in my opinion. So stay tuned for those details. But we've installed everything from standing seam to the synthetics to tile to TPO commercial work. We've done it all. There's not that. I tell people the only thing I haven't done in this marketplace is a skyscraper. That's kind of the limit of what I'm willing to tackle. I leave that for the big boys that have the big insurance policies and things like that. So outside of a skyscraper, we can look at just about anything.
Great. Great. And then the last two areas I want to touch on is your partnership with solar, and how somebody can approach that process if they're thinking about going solar, if they're also, looking at a new roof. How do those two interface, and how would you recommend somebody kind of embark on researching that process?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's solar and roofing options, limitless. There's 3,000 roofing companies, I think, in Colorado. I don't know how many solar companies are, but there's quite a few in this market. We have a lot of sunshine. We have a partnership with Blue Raven Solar, one of the big ones in town, where they fulfill the engineering, the design, the install, the warranty, and we're a sales arm for them. So that's 12 months of electrical bills to generate that proposal is all that's needed. And then with the tax credit and the new legislation that came out right before the end of the year, the 26% tax credit was locked in for several years. And if you have to get solar, if you need a roof, you get to deduct that, you get that tax credit on both projects. Okay. And so the financing in a lot of cases will allow for a project for the roof and the solar to be financed together. So there's some pretty cool financing out there that keeps the payments low and allows customers to sort of pick what kind of roofing system they want. It wouldn't necessarily get pushed down the cheapest roof to get solar kind of scenario. And then what we like doing is the Malarkey Legacy Class 4. So hail resistant, smog eating. There's recycled tires and milk jugs in that product. It's technology that Malarkey's been perfecting for the last 30 years. And you sort of have a bulletproof roof that's green with solar on top of it. There's other green systems that you could put together with solar in the marketplace, but that's from a cost standpoint, that's about the best combination we've been able to put together. Sort of letting my competitive edge out of the bag here.
Great. Thank you, Clint. This has been super informative. So as we wrap up, any kind of last thoughts or things you want to be sure you get a chance to share?
I just would say probably to the audience, 2021 is going to be a challenging year. We're here to serve. You'll see our content come out on Mondays. Be Better is our Monday content, and that's all personal development. That's just everybody on my team and everybody that we can influence, getting up early and doing a workout, eating better, positive quote, reading a book, sort of content. Wednesdays, we're going to highlight our work. So it's going to be, that's Build Better. And then Fridays is serve better. So that's the community service work that we'll be doing. We'll be highlighting all that with Lion Project and our different partnerships. So our ethos is be better, build better, serve better.
Love it, Clint. And if someone wants to reach out to you and get in touch, what's the best way for them to do that?
My cell phone is 720-838-8341. My new email is Clint, CLINT, @code7.org.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today, Clint Camp with Code 7 Roof and Solar, and we will talk again soon.
Thanks, Sharon. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.